You think you're eating healthy because you ordered a steak. You're wrong. You walk into that steakhouse, smelling the sizzle of the grill, thinking you're making a good choice. A protein-rich, primal meal. But what if I told you the greatest health threat in that restaurant isn't the dessert menu? It's a hidden ingredient, lurking in almost everything you're served. Steakhouses are no longer just about the meat. They are now battlegrounds in a war for your metabolic health, and the enemy is industrial seed oils. We're talking about soybean, corn, and canola oil. They're in the frying vats, mixed into the seasonings, and even disguised as the butter you spread on your bread. So what's the big deal? It comes down to science. When these highly processed oils are heated, they undergo a process called oxidation. This creates toxic byproducts, like a compound known as HNE, which researchers have linked to widespread inflammation and chronic disease. On the other side, you have ancestral fats like beef tallow. Tallow is stable, nutrient-dense, and what our ancestors cooked with for centuries. It's the good guy. Refined soybean oil? That's the villain. Today we're going undercover. This is the 2025 Lipid Sourcing Audit. We're ranking America's top 5 steakhouse chains from worst to best. Our criteria are simple and brutal. 1. What's in the fryer? Is it ancestral tallow or toxic soy? 2. What do they sear with? Real butter or a fake margarine blend? And 3. What's the secret menu hack to eat safely? Let's begin the audit. Coming in dead last at number 5 is the undisputed Soybean King, Texas Roadhouse. This place might be famous for its rolls, but it should be infamous for its oil. We can confirm their deep fryers are filled with 100% refined soybean oil. Every French fry, every cactus blossom, is a vehicle for inflammatory fats. But the deception goes deeper. Let's talk about that famous cinnamon butter. You see people slathering it on those warm rolls, thinking it's a decadent treat. The truth? It's not butter. It's a whipped margarine blend, loaded with soybean oil. And the steak itself isn't safe. It's what I call the grill trap. To get the seasonings to stick to the meat, they brush the steaks with soybean oil before they even hit the grill. You're getting a dose of seed oil before the first sizzle. So how do you survive a trip here? You have to be specific and firm. Tell your server you want your steak dry seared with salt and pepper only. No house seasoning, no oil brush. It's the only way to ensure your steak is clean. Now for our number 4 spot, LongHorn Steakhouse, the master of the hidden oil trap. At first glance, LongHorn seems a bit better, but the danger here is more subtle. The primary issue is their proprietary seasoning blends. We dug into the ingredients and found that many of them use canola oil as an anti-caking agent. That means even if you order a simple grilled steak, you're still getting a dusting of industrial seed oil. And let's expose one of their most popular dishes, Flo's Filet. It's often served with a lemon butter sauce. Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. A look at their allergen menu reveals that the sauce contains soy. It's not just butter and lemon. It's another carrier for hidden oils. The verdict for LongHorn is a high risk of inflammation unless you take specific precautions. Your only safe bet is to order your steak completely naked. That means no seasoning and no sauce. A sad compromise for a premium meal. Climbing up the list to number 3, we have Ruth's Chris, what I call the purist's compromise. This is where things start to get better, at least for the main course. Ruth's Chris has a unique advantage. They're 1800-degree infrared broilers. This intense heat sears the steak perfectly without needing any oil on the grill. Your steak is cooked purely by heat. And the good news continues. When they bring out that sizzling platter, that famous sound is from real butter melting over the top, not a cheap margarine imposter. So the steak itself is metabolically clean. And this is a big but the safety ends there. Their deep fryers, used for their French fries, calamari, and other sides, are still filled with refined vegetable oil. So while your steak is pristine, your side dishes are a metabolic minefield. Our verdict: Ruth's Chris is safe for the meat, but dangerous for the sides. Go for the steak, but skip the fries. Now for a huge announcement that shakes up the rankings. Coming in at number 2 is Outback Steakhouse, a chain making an incredible ancestral pivot. This is huge news. Our audit confirms that Outback has recently switched back to using 100% beef tallow for their deep fryers. This is a game changer. Why does it matter so much? Tallow is heat stable, it's ancestral, and frankly it's delicious. It's what made fries taste so good in the first place. This single change means their famous bloomin' onion and their Aussie fries are now metabolically superior to anything you can get at Texas Roadhouse or LongHorn. They've gone from being a seed oil disaster to an ancestral-friendly option. Now, there's still a hack you need to know. To guarantee your steak is clean, order an item from their wood-fire grill menu. These items are cooked over an open flame, avoiding the flat-top grills that might still use seed oils. Outback is proof that big chains can change for the better. And that brings us to our #1 champion, the metabolic sanctuary of the steakhouse world, the Capital Grille. They have earned the crown, and here's why. They nail the perfect combination of high-quality sourcing and clean cooking methods. First, they specialize in dry-aged beef. Dry aging naturally tenderizes the meat, which means they don't need to use chemical tenderizers or oil-based marinades. You're getting pure, unadulterated beef. And for the sides? Just like Outback, their fries are cooked in glorious beef tallow. This leads us to the perfect order, a dry-aged NY strip, which is naturally flavorful and clean, paired with their Parmesan truffle fries, which are safely fried in tallow. To top it all off, they use real dairy butter, no fake margarine blends in sight. The Capital Grille is the clear winner of our 2025 audit. It's where you can truly enjoy a steak dinner without compromising your health. So let's summarize what we've uncovered. A tallow renaissance is beginning, but you have to know where to look. The industry is split. If you want the fries, your best bets are Outback or the Capital Grille. If you find yourself reaching for those complimentary bread rolls at other places, just remember, you're likely eating soybean oil. The choice is yours, but now you have the information to choose wisely. Eat smart. Live long. Thanks for watching.